Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for being here today. Today we are finishing off. We have three more readings to do for our monthly reads for the signs. Let me push this over. So first, we're going to connect with that sign and see the mood that that sign's in. Anything that could help them with whatever this mood is, like getting some information for that. So let's see who we have three left. Let's see who this is for. This is for Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, right off the bat, I was called to use the Buffy deck, okay? Buffy Vampire Slayer. So I've been using the pop culture decks, but I heard in my head, Buffy Vampire Slayer. And another thing, I've been getting this song. This song came up earlier this week. I heard it in my head, and I played it so it would get out of my head. I was at work at the time, and I was just, and I pulled my phone up and I pulled it in my phone so I could listen to it later, so I could get it out of my head. And it did. It was gone, and it's been like 2 days, and it came back this morning, and I was just like, okay, whoever story this is first, it's going to be on that song. It's a Milli Vanilli song. Yeah, Milli Vanilli. And it's called Girl You Know It's True. And it's something, I feel like part of it is, they're in the song they're singing about that they love them and wanting that person to know they love them. But I think there's more to the story, because if you know Milli Vanilli's story, like they got called lip singing, not, I don't know, maybe not showing, maybe they didn't show their true feelings. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just first check in that Sagittarius has for the coming month. So this coming month, it would be for like, if you're getting this now, this would be like for August. But if you're getting it, say you got it in January, it would be for like February. Okay. So take what resonates. It's a general collective reading. So take what you need, leave the rest on the table. Use your own discernment on what is your story and what's not your story, okay? So, Sagittarius, what is your mood? That was a long intro, Sagittarius. Okay. Uncertain. Uncertain. Yeah, that song, because it's if you go off of the song, that person is saying one thing. So the situation or the person, whatever fitted how it fit the script, is saying that they love you and you know it's true, but on the other hand, they're showing something different. Get it? So uncertain, not knowing what to do or believe, questionable. So it's questionable. Let's get one more mood. So you're uncertain. You're in this uncertainty mood. Let's see if that changes up a little bit or what, or that's going to be your theme for the month. So let's see if anything else comes out. I'm really drawn to if you see the smoke, it's really layered around me. It is weird. You can actually, if you look behind me, you can kind of see the smoke, and it's just layering. It usually flows somewhere, but this time it's like coming around me. Oh my goodness. It's kind of creepy. If you look behind me right now, this ear, no, this one, that is smoke. Oh, my lantern. But I'm not worried about it. It's kind of weird. I'm just watching it. Okay, nothing else is coming out. So let's just ask the cards, the universe, what is this uncertainty? What does Sagittarius need to know about this uncertainty? Because that was a lot of shuffling. Oh my gosh, when I said that, it started, well, you can't see it. It's breaking up now, and it's blowing the other direction. Wow. What is this uncertainty? What is this uncertainty? A mirror, which is self-aware, seeing clearly, facing issues, self-assessment, self-improvement. We also have obsessed and narcissistic and self-love, self-appreciation. So an ego. So you're trying to figure out when you do reflection time in the mirror, you either are asking yourself, or even when someone's mirroring something to you, I got a hair on my lip and it's driving me crazy. There it is. Um, when you have that, it's this whole idea of, okay, someone, if someone's mirroring you, they're even reflecting back the things that you need to see within your, or sometimes that could be an illusion, kind of like what Milli Vanilli did was, maybe you thought that person was reflecting stuff back to you, but it wasn't that. It was actually their own their own wounding. And you can, and one of the ways you can catch this, it's not it's not a reflection. It is, they're trying to they're throwing their stuff on you. They're projecting. So you can have a mirroring where you can learn from it, or sometimes people project. And when you've done a lot of healing and gone through a lot of work, you will know when someone's projecting. You know it. You're like, that's not mine. That's so a projection. And sometimes you have to. That's why it's great to get to know yourself and know things about yourself, so you know when things start coming up. Are these mine or is these someone else? Especially if you're empathetic, highly, and especially if you're not grounded. So also staying grounded too helps with this. So looking and seeing, okay, in this mirror of this uncertainty, is this a reflection or is this someone projecting their crap on me? That's what the uncertainty, part of the uncertainty is. Oh, um, let's ask what we need to do about this uncertainty. It came out really. We got chocolate. I like it, and that's like all about Libra, and that's Libra's ruled by Venus, and it's like satisfaction, love, romance, treating yourself, rich, smooth, do things right, celebrate, elevate your mood, splurge. So it is okay. So when you're in this uncertainty, this is great to ground, but it's also great to treat yourself every once in a while and say, it's okay. Let me take a step back and breathe and do a little self-care. I don't know why, but I want to, I'm going to open up this book. I got a self-care book, and I don't know why. I'm going to open up a page randomly to see a self-care practice that they would recommend. I have two. Adjust your caffeine consumption. So that is something you can do, definitely. So you don't have the jitters, or don't, you know, and it also helps you with sleep as well. And it says caffeine is great. It helps keep us alert and awake. However, too much can be bad for our physical wellness. So, and we know this, and it can, and again, with the sleep and keeping you awake. And then the other one says hug someone. So I think, and I'm reading from the self-care book I got right here. Okay. Yeah, hugging someone. They say that when you hug someone, it like they say you need so many hugs a day. I think it's like freaking, I don't know, but you need so many hugs a day to help your body, feel a certain way. And so maybe you just need a hug. So hugging a family member, hugging your kids if you have them, hugging a friend, hugging a lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, whatever. So that can really help you right now. So those are the things during this uncertainty. Get hugs. If someone gets to give you a hug, give them a hug. I had someone who wanted to give me, like, she came up and gave me like a couple of hugs. And I was like, oh, you're so sweet. And it happens, because sometimes even those people know, do you need a hug? I do that to my kids when they're having a hard time. I'm like, come here, let me have a hug. And sometimes they get mad because they know if they come and hug me, they're not going to be mad anymore or angry, because I tend to absorb I try to take away that energy, Yeah, I am. I'm not an energy vampire. I am an energy. I tend to attract energy vampires, but I will accept some energy vampires so that I can help transmute that energy because I'm a natural transmuter. So, um, but I'm highly aware of this now. So I am highly guarded and keep those up because of that. But you might need a hug. You might need to get your hug on. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to tell you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius needs a hug. Sagittarius needs some chocolate. Sagittarius needs some self-care time. Sagittarius needs to do some self-reflection. You know what? It's interesting. I got the Hierophant. The here some I call them the Hierophant. Some call them the Hierophant font. I'm going to say the Hierophant. Whatever. The great teacher. Um, but I've noticed he's come out a lot in the readings that I've done this week, and I've been using different cards. He's been coming out in different cards, not the same cards. He hasn't even came out in this Buffy Vampire Slayer. What else do they need to know? They want me to go on this Hierophant first. Okay, this Hierophant, Pegasus. Okay, this is Giles, and Giles is great with information. Giles is great on, he has studied. He's been studying for this his whole life. He has been given the keys. He is one of. I would say he is one of those a couple. He holds a couple keys. He's one of the key holders of information. If you think of, I don't know, the Templars or something like that, he is one of. He's like a key holder to that of information, of sacred information, and why did I even talk about that? Uncertainty. And maybe you, and this is a 5, maybe you have been tapping into sacred information and getting this information and you're uncertain about it. And so maybe it's time to take a step back and say, okay, well, wait a minute. And also because we have that mirror and like doing and I told you need to do some self-reflection, it could be also learning something from someone else, or even studying something from. And I was really drawn to that globe, something globally, something that's global right now, that you can. And maybe it's some in studying this overseas, like going overseas and study. I know. Oh my God, this is maybe not you, but this is an example. One of the biggest things I think I love when people with a yoga instructor is when they go to when they go to India or somewhere to get training. I think it's the most coolest thing ever because they're getting that ancient wisdom passed down to them. So this doesn't have to be that. It could be anything. But I feel like right now the universe is wanting you to study something. Yeah. And it could be studying something about yourself because you're uncertain about things, but something that you enjoy because that chocolate is there too. Something that brings you pleasure, okay? It can't, and actually, Sagittarius, that is actually who you are. You like to travel. That's why the globe is there. You like to travel. You are connected to that higher learning as well, okay? So, they always say that, Gemini is the like elementary, middle school, maybe high school education, and then Sagittarius is like college and extended education, continuing education after that. Okay. After that, we have the Queen of Stakes. So yeah, that would be the Queen of Wands. That's stepping into your power. This is totally, like how she's stepping into her power. Who is this? I don't know who this is. I think that is Cornelia. Um, if you know Cornelia, she, for a while, naive to things, but she was nice. She was beautiful. She was beautiful, and everyone's like, "Oh, she's so hot." All of this, and she was so. I can't even find my words, you guys. This is weird. it was like she was clueless to what was going on around her about the monsters and learning that. But then I think she does learn. You do learn about, I want to say I talked about energy vampires. You learn about these energy vampires. You learn about people and their projections, and you start standing up for yourself, because if you know, she starts fighting and sticking up for herself, and then she moves on. Very important figure in the show, and then she moves up and she goes to Angel, the other series. So she starts stepping into her power, getting that knowledge so you can start stepping into your power. Okay, because I think a part of it is uncertain of what you need to do. So what does this Queen of Stakes need to do, step into? Knight of Scythes, which is the Knight of Swords. So taking action, doing what you need to do, going out, charging in, going after what you need to get stuff done, not putting up a fight wherever this is. So and actually, you know what? That's putting up your guard. So if you have people doing this to you, that's why I started talking about energy vampires and that, and accepting some and not accepting, because I think that you have learned about going down the spiritual path. You have learned about people projecting their stuff onto you, also people draining your energy. And I think this is stepping into as you learn stuff and you step into your power, you can put up your guard and you can send that stuff back and you can fight back. And because I have you have the Fool at the bottom, and then on the bottom of that, and then right underneath that is Judgment. So you are learning how to take a leap of faith and calling judgment on things, and putting up boundaries and putting up your power. Okay, that is, oh my gosh, that's what it is, Sagittarius. You've been that, and you know how you do feel drained, and chocolate is one of the, still magnolias. When she has type 1 diabetes and her blood sugar drops down, she has to, they have to give her like orange juice or chocolate to perk her back up, to give her energy, quickly give her energy back. And I feel like people around you have been draining you. And so this is you stepping into your power. It really is. And you're saying no. And I think you're open to it because you're so adventurous and you're so fun and loving that you want to be that person. But at the same time, having boundaries, okay? And taking care of yourself. So I got the Pegasus Oracle. What does Pegasus want to tell Sagittarius? Nice. Pegasus of Roses. Look at that. That's really pretty. So again, this Libra Tauran energy of Venus coming out. This also, if you think of the Empress, but really taking care of yourself. Self really is coming up, and it went. So it says, beloved Pegasus brings a special blessing of divine feminine for the heart. You have been empowered to make it through a time of challenge. The heart. The thorns of the divine rose symbolize the ability to deflect unwanted interference. So you're in blossoming success. Have faith that your divine heart shall attain the fullness of beauty, healing, and sacred expression. Pegasus of Roses bring a sign that beauty and truth will emerge from your suffering, bringing you closer to fulfillment. And so stepping in. This marks you as one of the Divine Mother's own. She will be with you, assisting you always. That is totally that Venus energy. Okay. So taking really, I think your focus coming in is taking care of yourself and doing a lot of self-care, and putting up boundaries. Okay. And not letting people drain you, and taking that Knight of Swords energy and cutting people off if you need to. If you don't want to take that phone call, don't take that phone call. If you know that person is toxic, if you know that person is draining, you can tell when someone is draining. You will get really, you'll lose energy. You'll feel really tired around them. there's signs of it. When you, if you have a clue who this is, just watch when you're around them and see how what your energy levels do, and that'll tell you. Okay, get your affirmation before we go. Oh my God, I think you, Sagittarius, you've been my longest one. It's because I lost my words with you. It was just like I was. Can I have one for Sagittarius, please? And thank you. Please and thank you. No, it doesn't want you. Oh my gosh, it must have like a special one for you. That one. Okay. I move through life knowing that I am safe, divinely protected, and guided. So even though people have been projecting on you, have been draining you, just know that you move through life knowing that you are safe, you're divinely protected, and you are guided as well. So you'll get guidance, and you can get guidance through signs and synchronicities. You know what? I'll ask the divine to give us a sign with these really quick. What sign should Sagittarius look out for? Okay, you got 2. You have I don't know what that symbol is, and I'm not even going to try to say it. That one, and then we have coin toss. So even, you know what, I was thinking finding a penny on the ground. You know, sometimes you find a penny on the ground. I think that could be your sign, okay? So that is all I have for you, Sagittarius. If that was all. Check in with yourself. Take care of yourself. You can comment. You can like. You can share. You can subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Bye.